Okay, now we can start getting into the link building process and actually diving into getting some of this shit knocked off. So, as you can see in green, I highlighted setup workbook. In this video, I'm going to be running you through high level of the organization that we use, and then I'm going to be deep diving into each piece of it. So, the first thing that I do when a new campaign comes on board is get a workbook set up. And I use Google Drive for everything because it's the shit. It has an open workflow. It allows me to share it across everyone on my team. So, no passing logins. Everything is everywhere where I need it to be. It's easy to manage freelancers. It's easy for my team to communicate with each other. I use Gmail. It integrates with Gmail. It integrates with my calendar. And the communication with it is really awesome, which I'm going to show you how to do that stuff. So when a new client or a new project comes in, I create a folder for that client within my Drive file under the client's file. Within that folder, I then create a folder and I call it content. That is where I, submit guest posts and stuff like that. And also within the client folder, I create a new Google Sheet and I name it after the client's name in the link tracker. Within that link tracker here, I'm going to run you through it live, but let me just kind of walk you through it first here. So there's 6 tabs in that Google Sheets file. So create a new tab in each of them entitled number 1, project plan, number 2, live links, number 3, opportunities, number 4, writers, number 5, targets, and number 6, passwords. So let me actually just run you into Google Drive here really quickly and show you why I love it so much. So this is my Google Drive file. You can see here all of the people on my team that it's shared with. All you got to do to add somebody new to a folder is just click up here. You add their email address and it sends them an email. It says, hey, you've got access to this file. They can then come in here and they have access to all this stuff. So no more sending documents. Everything is hosted up here in the quote unquote cloud. And just create a browser shortcut and you just click on it and bang, look at, click on it, and I'm up here and all my team is in here now too. So again, these are all client folders. So let me open one up and just show you. So when a new client comes on, I create a folder for them. Here's the folder for content. Within this content, I have guest post submissions, PR submissions, all that stuff. And then I've got any other client documentation that I might need. And here's that Google Sheets that I was talking about. This is the daddy file here, the link tracker. And these are the 6 tabs that I told you to create. Number 1, project plan. Number 2, live links. Number 3, opportunities. Number 4, writers. Number 5, targets. And number 6, passwords. So let me jump back into the PowerPoint here for a second to just kind of run you through each of these a little bit, and then I'm going to run you back through the Google Drive file. I really want you to understand this because honestly, organization is key. This is where everything takes place, and this is really what makes the difference between good link builders and shitty ones, is organization. So in the project plan, I'm actually going to make a separate video to show you how to build a project plan, but this is really command central for the campaign. It outlines each task line by line. It outlines the date for completion. It dictates who internally does the work, so who on the team does the work. And also this is shared with clients too, so it lets them know which projects are on track, delayed, or completed. And again, I'm going to cover in depth how to create a project plan in a later video. Now, then you have a tab for live links. And as you progress through the campaign, the link building campaign, and links go live, you want to record them as live. Again, because the client should have access to this. You just got to share it with their email so they can log in here. And this actually really does a great job of taking the place of reporting because everything they need to know is right here in this folder. So they don't really need to ask you that many questions. It's all in here. They can just log in and check it out whenever they want. So what you want to do is you just record I'm going to show you live in the spreadsheet. Opportunities tab. So let me just run you through here. So again, this is the project plan, and as you can see here, again, I'm going to run you through this in a more in-depth video because this is a beast in itself. But you can see here it has the task, it has the owner of the task, it's got the date when you would like it to be completed. It's got 3 different color coordinators here for completed tasks, scheduled tasks, delayed tasks. So the client can come in here and can just see when work is scheduled. So like for example, Campaign setup, create a new Gmail, blah, blah, blah. It was done on 10/2, completed. It was assigned to me. Whenever I want to assign something to somebody, you just highlight their name, right click on it, go to insert comment, and then you just do the @ symbol, and then you can see all these emails pop up. So if I want to send this to Donna, I just type in Donna, her email shows up. I type in like assigned today. You click comment, and she actually gets an email. So you can see here it says add people to this discussion and send an email, and it gets sent to her email so she knows that she has a task to do this day. So again, this just takes place of all project management tools for me because it's communication, it's a shared file, and it's Excel. It's really, really easy to use, and it's super clean. So again, so you have all the tasks laid out here. You've got them out by month. So this is again how you do link building long term. As you can see here, I've got tasks scheduled out for 12 months. So, we can get stuff done for 12 months. And again, part of this training, I'm going to run you through every single one of these things to help you out. The live links tab, this is where we record live links. Honestly, the most important thing for the client is they want to see when links are going live. So you can see this is 1 month of a campaign. The date, you put the date that the link went live. The cost, this would be, I put in the cost of the content to get it written, the cost if it's a sponsored post, any costs that I incur internally because I like to expense it to clients, I put that in there. The URL is the live link of the URL on the site. So you just put in the site URL. The landing page is the page that we are linking to on the client site so they know where the link is headed. And then the anchor text is the text that the link is linking with. So I have an example in the PowerPoint here. What a anchor text is. Where the hell is it? Yeah. So let me just play current slide. So here you go. So anchor text. This is the text of the link. So you can see here example link. So you can see this is highlighted. The anchor text is example link. So whatever the text is within the link, that's the anchor text. That's what you record in the anchor text section. Now, the opportunities tab, this is the big one. So this is where we record all the opportunities. This is where the link prospector is going to come in and do their research and record anything that they find. So when they are out looking for link opportunities on the web, they're going to come into the opportunities tab and then we're going to record it. So in the status column, this is where we put, when the link outreacher, they're saying, I sent an email on submit, let me see. Submit a draft on 11/2. This one needs a draft. This one I submit a draft here. This one is scheduled to go live at 11:15. These ones are all live. So once they go live, you move them over to the live links tab. So this is a status for communication between the teams. So the outreach manager, when they come in and they send an email to one of these people, they just say email sent 10/22. So then the project manager, whoever else knows that this work is getting done. The next column, this is the tag. So remember we were talking about the SEM rush and going by that chart. This is where you put the tag in here. So, going off of that chart that I built for you, looking at the traffic, looking at the keywords ranking, looking at the cost of traffic, looking at the history of the domain, you're going to tag it between 1 and 5, and you're going to put it in here, and it's going to prioritize these efforts. Type. This is where you put the link type. So in the later trainings, we're going to talk about all the different link types that there are. If it's a guest post, you put in guest post. If it's a roundup, you put in a roundup. Scroll down. Let me see some other ones we have in here. If it's a resource page, you put in a resource page. If it's a sponsored post, you put in sponsored posts. This is the link type. So this here communicates to the outreach manager which type of pitch that they're going to send. Okay? Site URL, this is just the homepage URL. This is the homepage URL of the site that we are targeting. The guidelines URL, this is the URL that you put specifically for guest posts. So for guest posts, if they have a Write For Us page, you put that in here. This is what it tells you, we need 1,200 words. It needs to be about SEO. It can only have 2 outbound links, all that stuff. You need to put that link here so we can know where to find more information. Also, if this is a sponsored post, you put in the advertising, inquiries here. So it would be coschedule.com/advertise, whatever that may be. If it's a resource page, you put in the actual resource page. If it's a link roundup, let's scroll down and show you. If it's a link roundup, you put in the actual link roundup post. So here's a good example. So a link roundup, here's the home page. Here is the link to the actual link roundup URL, okay? In contact, this is where you put the contact email. Always, always, always try and find the email first. If you can't, put in a contact form, whatever you can do, but try and find an email. And I'm going to show you in a later video exactly how to find that email. And then this is just for notes. You put in any notes to communicate with the team members, that stuff. So it's pretty straightforward. It's really just a matter of staying organized. So again, the way that this process flows work, if we go back to the first video that I made, it talks about the link prospector. So the lead SEO builds this entire worksheet. This is going to be blank. The link prospector goes through based on the project plan. So you can see here, so Pierre is my link prospector. So on 10/15, I assigned her to go find 50 guest post opportunities. So you come over here to opportunities, and these are the 50 guest posts that she found. She recorded the site URL, the right for us URL, and the contact information. Then you go down here, and on 12/1, she's going to look for 15 sponsored post opportunities, and she's going to record that in here. Again, just staying on task with the project plan. Donna is my link outreach manager. On 10/22, she was supposed to pitch 7 opportunities. You can see that she did. She went and she pitched these opportunities. She recorded that as pitched. So this is a shared workbook that really works with everyone on the team, where everyone can stay in touch with each other. The writers tab, this is where we put the content writers. Before every single campaign gets started, we need to go out and find content writers who can handle the content writing, because I don't want to do it, you don't want to do it, so you need to have content writers on call. Again, I'm going to show you how to find content writers. Really easy stuff. But once you do that, you get their name, you get their contact email, you get their rate, and you put in some notes here and you record it in here. So now when Donna is going through here and she's needs a draft for SitePoint, she can come here to the writers tab and find a writer. And again, we assign a writer a tag so we know which opportunity that they can work with. So for example, SitePoint is a 4, right? Donna needs a draft for SitePoint. She comes over here and says, okay, I need a writer that's a 4. She's got Nathan and Steven. She can send them an email. She sends them an email and says, hey Nathan, we need a draft for SitePoint. Here's the guidelines URL. This is everything you need to know. Can you write this for me? He writes it for her. He sends it back. She sends it to the target website. The post goes live. Bada bing, bada boom. It's that easy. Targets page. I'm going to be talking about this in more depth in the video too. This is where we assign the link building targets. So Donna knows, and the content writers know, which page on the client's site that we want to link to. And this is by priority too. So these are the top 8 pages that this client wants to rank for on their site. And these are the keywords that are associated with them. Again, this is all for communicating with the team so everyone knows what we're doing, right? So again, so when she says to Nathan, she says, hey, we need a draft for SitePoint, make the article, SitePoint's about blah, 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 link to this page. You can use any one of these keywords or, anything that fits, right? So it just saves time. It saves back and forth and all that stuff. Passwords, this is just, I'm not going to show it to you. This is just where you put passwords to any client thing that you need to get access to, the Gmail, which I'm going to talk about, anything that you need to get access to, honestly, for passwords. So again, this is a very high level of using Google Drive. I'm going to walk you guys through all of these things in much more depth. Please do not worry. I know I flew through this, but this is just kind of an intro to Google Drive, an intro to really project management, an intro to how to just kind of start to do this stuff at scale. I'm hoping that you're starting to see how you can then scale this across clients by just staying incredibly organized. Again, so Drive is everything that you need to stay organized. This spreadsheet right here, I call it the link tracker. It has everything from the project plan to the live links. And again, this is shared with the client. So the client, you just share it with the client, you send them a link so they can just access this link anytime they want and come in here to make sure that everything is staying on task. So it's also client management that the spreadsheet can be used for as well. So that is how to kind of intro to use Google Drive to stay organized. Again, I'm going to cover all this stuff in an incredible amount of detail. This is just an intro video to get your lips wet on how to use Google Drive to stay organized.